Also, I hope you guys like the new intro. I know there's been 2 episodes and 2 different intros. The intro in the last episode is the intro that I'll be using henceforth. I really hated the first episode intro, so had to change it, and thus the second one was born. But yeah, enough ramble, enough mumbo jumbo. Let's get into it. If you told someone in 1999 that the future of music would live on your phone and that you barely own any of it, they'd probably look at you sideways. But now, over 500 million people are streaming music worldwide. Yet, vinyl is breaking sales records again, and even cassettes are making a weird little comeback. So, what's going on? In an era where every song ever is simply a tap away, why are people still obsessed with physical formats? And with that being said, welcome back to another episode of Analog vs Digital, the series where I talk trends, tech, culture, behind how we create. On today's episode, we're looking at music consumption. Streaming is undeniably the norm. Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it. There are millions of streaming platforms out there. And whichever one you choose, the pitch largely remains the same. Pay a small monthly fee, get access to millions of songs, instant search, curated playlists, and some really annoying AI features. Who doesn't love it? It's fast, frictionless, and basically endless. So much so that back in 2023, 84% of the US music revenue was made up from streaming. According to this guy, over 120,000 new songs are added to Spotify daily. Or is that streaming platforms? According to this guy, over 120,000 new tracks are added to streaming platforms daily. And nowadays, TikTok trends can easily push songs that are over 20 years old back into the charts. But this convenience comes at a cost. Here's the thing, when you stream music, you don't own it. If a song ever gets pulled, it's gone. If you stop paying a monthly subscription, access to your library, gone. And if your taste changes, the algorithm doesn't always keep up. We also can't ignore the fatigue of unlimited choice. You ever scroll for 20 minutes trying to find a song that perfectly captures the mood, and yet you end up playing a song that you've already listened to 1,000 times already? 1,000 times. That 1,000 is crazy. To expand on the whole algorithm breaks and infinite music selection, whilst I think the infinite selection of music is great, it does, obviously, as I mentioned, lead to fatigue and that sense of there is too much music to have access to that, one, I can't listen to at all, and two, there's just so much that is undiscovered that I feel some algorithms don't do a great job of pushing or showing to me. Spotify, for example, is one that I have a lot of gripes with. It just keeps you in a bubble. It will show you what you like, very much based on what you like, and not trying to expand or give you something that is adjacent to it. But there's this very cool website. If I remember the name, I will give you a quick demonstration of it. That is so good for showing artists and music trees connected to them, so you can discover new artists. I will make sure I'll put a visual of it here or something. By contrast, analog listening offers ritual. You take the record out of its sleeve, drop the needle, and sit there and listen. No skips. Back in 2023, vinyl sales hit record highs. For the first time since 1987, I repeat, 1987, vinyls outsold CDs. That's wild. And it's not just our parents and older generations getting nostalgic. Our generation has a large part to play in this resurgence. Artists like Tyler the Creator and SZA are releasing vinyl editions of their songs and albums on a regular basis. Cassette tapes have even made a niche comeback, with underground artists using them as part of their image in this new wave of nostalgia that's hitting. People are chasing a more intentional listening experience, which physical formats provide. TikTok and short-form content have fundamentally changed how we discover new music. Songs can now go viral in 15 seconds. Artists are writing hooks specifically for these viral moments, and whole careers have been shaped by this virality. But this kind of discovery is often surface level. A song blows up, but how many people actually go and listen to the full album or go into the lore of that artist? One thing I actually spoke about recently in a conversation I had with someone is I love the SoundCloud algorithm, how it's not afraid to get things wrong. Regularly, it will introduce me to songs, and some of them I absolutely hate. But I like that. I like the fact that they're not afraid to make that mistake of, hey, here's a song you may not necessarily like, but we're going to show it to you because it's similar-ish to songs you've liked, but it's still different enough that it feels new and it's not necessarily something that you would have listened to before. And I found songs on SoundCloud that I would never like found normally, or I've gone out my way to, or been put onto without that algorithm, and I absolutely love them and I listen to them on a regular basis. So yes, thank you SoundCloud, keep doing what you're doing. And it makes me think that digital is great for discovery, but analog provides that depth. We're not bringing the hands together this time. Yet some artists are striking a balance between both worlds. Beyonce's Renaissance vinyl came with different artwork. Taylor Swift's physical editions regularly have bonus tracks that aren't available on streaming platforms. And artists like Fred again have had vinyl-only drops of their piano live sessions. So what's the future? Just like photography, we're entering a hybrid era. People stream for convenience but collect physical to connect with others and with the artists. Some listeners shuffle endlessly, but others crave that start-to-finish experience. Although those of you that listen to an album for the first time and listen to it on shuffle, I have beef with you. Physical isn't replacing digital, and digital won't replace physical. They're just coexisting. And more than that, it's challenging artists and labels to get creative again, to make these drops feel special. So yeah, basically, I just wanted to cut in here and quickly say that just before obviously releasing this video, Amine and Rico Nasty both dropped bodies of work. I released vinyls for them as well, and I wanted to say, like, touching on this point of drops getting creative and bringing that feel-good factor back to just the whole announcement of an album. Yeah, these two are honestly some very sick vinyls, and they might actually convince me to go out and get these because they just look so good, especially Amine's one. And like, I don't know what it's like, the Zeno phone, that's the wrong word probably, but yeah, the moving image as you play the vinyl is just so cool. So yeah, back to the video, the rest of the video. There's like a minute left. So where do you sit in all this? Do you stream everything or have a cassette tape collection? Or do you simply collect vinyls for the aesthetic and don't have a record player to use them with? Let me know down below. See, me personally, I don't have a vinyl or record collection. The only collection I have access to is one of my parents, and I think whenever I listen to any of those songs, it's very much nostalgic. I feel those capture moments for me, like going on long trips or going on like long drives or something, and listen to that in the car. So I feel those formats for me, one are probably the most relatable, so cassettes and CDs. I understand the whole vinyl scene, and I have quite a few friends who love vinyls. I think vinyls just look so clean as well. But I think for me, I don't know if I'd ever have a vinyl collection. Maybe, who knows, in the future, I'll buy a vinyl record player and start buying vinyls as well. But I think cassettes are where it's at for me. There's just something cool about that. So I need to get a Sony Walkman just so I can listen to those. I have a cassette player already. But I might start burning CDs again. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. It will be somewhere there. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Analog versus Digital. Peace. Why is the water cold in the shower? What the heck? What the helly? What the helly Ante? What the helly Brian James? What the helly Barry? Peace. I'm not gonna do much talking. Peace. What do you mean by that? I should have put a hoodie on. I'm not going to. You'll catch a hoodie in the next episode probably. But yeah, those are the extra bits that I wanted. I don't even know what the next episode is about yet, but let me get this video wrapped up.